Looking ahead to Saturday then, and looking back at last Sunday, suspensions, injuries, how difficult is it to know the Chelsea side you're going to be playing and to work on your team to combat them?
Well, I looked into it, and I think more or less I know the team they will play. The quality is a lot of quality. Even on the bench, they have a lot of quality. I think in many ways it will be more or less a game like we saw last Saturday against Man City, with the quality of the players, the way they play, the players up front, what they can do. They can go inside, they can play wide. So I mean, if we know all, we'll Mata, we know Hazard, we know Oscar. Can play Moses as well, so we know the quality they have, the wide players there in the midfield. So it's not a big secret. But then again, on paper everything is easy. Then you have to do it on the pitch out there.
And you talked about knowing the team that Chelsea will play. How difficult then is it to stop them? Because you mentioned
it's always on the board. It's so easy because it's small. You can move the pieces around. The pitch is a little bigger, and we're talking about the human factor. So it is difficult. But I say that's why you can compare it like a bit with the game against Man City. I mean, we know how Mata is playing. We know Hazard. But one thing is to knowing them, other thing is to stop them. Of course, players like that you can't stop for 90 minutes. They will always do things because they have so much quality, which is the same with Tevez or Aguero or people like Nasri, people like that. And it will be the same on Saturday. So we will just have to be compact and then... but again, when we have the ball, we have to play like we did on Saturday, like we did yesterday. And then, the difference, of course, from last Saturday is that this time we play at home.
Mata, Oscar and Hazard, as you've mentioned already, comparing other teams in the rest of European football now, as a threesome in midfield, how formidable are they?
You can call them midfield or players in the second line. I mean, now I know Silva didn't play last Saturday, but I mean, Silva, Tevez and Aguero is not that bad either, Ronaldo, Özil and Di Maria is not bad. Or Iniesta, Pedro and Messi, that's okay as well. So there's a couple of trios out there that are not bad. Every team wants to show, every small team wants to show when they play the big boys, look what we can do. I mean, that happens all over. I remember the teams I managed in Spain. We had to play Barcelona and Madrid because they are better than you are. So we have to be 100% in everything we do, because if not, they would just destroy us. So we have to be. And if we make a good result, everybody's talking about us. And I think it's the same over here. What is the problem? The problem if you play on Saturday against Madrid, Barcelona, Man United, Man City, Chelsea, all the names, and then 3 days later or a week later you have to play one of the smaller teams. You see, sometimes there the reaction can come. Everybody talked about it. You played so well. That's why I'm saying I'm really not worried about the game on Saturday, because I know we'll perform well. I don't know if it's enough to get points. That depends on a lot of factors. I'm much more worried. I'm much more concerned about the Southampton game, because after 3 games, big games, then we have to play Southampton away. I'm much more concerned about that game than on a game on Saturday.